It's been a cute little minute since I It's been a cute little minute since I posted a video, but for sure no, there's more videos coming. Shit. That's how stuff be coming from.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me 'cause I'm impossible, 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 impossible.
Hey y'all, it's your boy, oh that's who? Yeah, me, the baddest B, oh that's Duncan, what's good? How y'all guys feeling? Y'all guys feeling good? Positive vibes, feeling blessed, feeling good. I know I'm feeling good, so let's go. It's been a cute little minute since I posted a video, but for sure no, there'll be videos coming your way, so stay tuned. I'll be posting. That is the vibe that we're going for this year. Let's go. So yeah, I just want to tell you guys, for the people that's new, hey y'all. For the people that already know me, y'all know what's good in this motherfucking hood. Yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put that notification bell on so to be notified with me, the baddest B, on your screen. So yeah, get your little cute snack, get your little cute drinkity drink, and let's get down to business. Boom! I was talking to my friend the other day, and we were just having a deep ass conversation, talking about life and about struggles and like just a whole bunch of stuff. And in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, what am I gonna do as my video? And I was talking to her, and she was like, why don't you say something or talk about something that really is something that you grew from or something that you experienced? So I was thinking about something in my head, and I didn't know if I wanted to do a video about it or not. So basically, I spoke with her. We had a whole long ass conversation, you know, with the girls. You be talking on the phone for hours and hours. So I got to a conclusion that I do want to do this video, and I'm gonna do it because maybe I could motivate somebody, maybe I could give somebody like the power, just something with this video. So that is really the purpose of this video. So today we're going to be talking about me and how I was in the system. Most of y'all might be thinking like, okay, what is a system? So the system is basically, or what is foster care, because I came into foster care. And y'all might be thinking like, okay, what you mean? Like, you never talked about this. Yes, because I was a little bit ashamed about talking about it, but hey, I'm doing YouTube, and if I want to share something, bitch, you gotta go. So I'm gonna be talking about foster care and how I was in foster care or in the system. So the government approves that you're supposed to be in the system because certain situations or certain things that is happening in your life or during school or at home or at work, then they approve for you to get into the system. You have like a few subcategories. So you have foster care, so foster parents, it could be foster parents, temporarily and permanently. So temporarily, that's a mean ass word. Temporarily meaning that you'll be there for a little while and then be at the foster parents for like in the weekends or during the week, and then afterwards you go back home. Permanently is that you stay there till you're 18. So basically, if you stay there permanently, you stay there till you're 18, and if you want to figure something out, till you figure everything out. Yeah, I think that's more easier if you stay there permanently because you have a family and you could grow with them, and it's just very comfortable. So then you also have group homes, group institutions, or whatever. That's basically where I was in, and that is more that you're sharing a home with a few people, and then you have supervisors as well that supervise you or supervise things that you're going, things in the house, but also supervising you, and if you need any help with anything, that they also help you. Then you also have like schools and all that type of stuff, but I don't think I need to go that deep into the school situation. So these kids that go there, they're underage, they're under the 18, and they all go through different type of life struggles or different type of situations. So we're all put into a house with just different issues and different things. The reason why some of them were there, maybe they have like problems with their parents, or issues with their parents. There could be domestic violence, it could be drug abuse, it could be alcohol abuse, it could be a whole bunch of stuff while people are there. There's also, it could also be that you're an orphan. I was an orphan, so I am still an orphan, but because my parents passed away, I had to be in this house with a whole bunch of other people. I don't believe in boxes, but that you guys understand, this is the category that I fell into under the system because I was a minor and because my parents passed away. I had to be in this group home. So yeah, online they make this whole house experience very positive and very cool, and the kids are nice and you can learn a whole bunch of stuff and you could get your own home. But bitch, it's all lies. It was not giving what they were saying online. I even researched it a little bit online a few days ago to really see what was on the website, and how they explained it on the website is really not how it was portrayed in real life, because it was kind of a horrible experience, just to be honest. Basically, you live there with 6 to 7 other children at the... Ooh, my makeup. You live there with 6 to 7 other kids. You share the shower and the living room and the kitchen area, but you have your own bedroom, so that was private, and the rest of the areas were open. You could leave the house and you could also come. So you didn't need to stay there the whole day. It was an open place where you could just leave and come in, but the only thing that you had to do was basically sleep there. And I was sleeping there. Because I did have work and I did have school, so I was quite busy, so I really wasn't as often in the house like other kids because I was always busy and always on the go. But basically, yeah, you do make connections with people, but it was more a connection because you're in the house itself. Lots of people were, how do I say that? I don't know, lots of them really didn't have any life or really have any life goals. So they were really stuck in the house and not doing anything with their life. And yeah, it's unfortunate for them, but at the end of the day, when you're in a house like that, you really need to make your own, make your own decisions and make your own life and do something to upgrade your life. So it wasn't giving what it was supposed to be giving for them. For me, it was like I sleep there and I have to do my own thing. That's why I think I really have a backbone, because I don't let people fuck with me, or I don't let people try me as easy than other people because of my history there. Basically, the supervisors were there. It was a group of, I don't know, it was a big group, like I could say around 10 people or maybe less, but let's say 10 people, and they just switched days and they just helped us when we needed help, or they shared things that they knew to help us in our normal life. They were also giving therapy and a whole bunch of stuff, so it was, they were giving a good environment space for us to live in. But I think for them it was also hard to really help us or really get to know us, because one, it's work for them, so they're not living what we're living, and we're staying there the whole time. And I just think if we look at my generation, when we were younger, we were wild. But if you look at the generation that's coming, these bitches be stabbing and these bitches be doing a no-go. They be doing too much. So it was like, I think it was hard for them, and I think it's even harder for them now, but hopefully they get it together. I'm gonna do a little cute story time in a story time, but in a story time, that's weird, but yeah, I'm gonna do it because I'm that bitch. I was always a little bit fruity. I was always gay. I was like this. This is a bad bitch outfit, but I wasn't as bad bitch as I was, but I was still always fruity and always myself. Even when I was in the house, I was always myself. And bitches always had a problem. Bitches always tried to fight me. Bitches always had something to say, calling me names, calling me the F word, just a whole bunch of problematic things. They were just not supportive. The kids were not supportive at all, because most of them were cis men, and they would just like to bully me because they thought that they could. But yeah, for me it was how many, for me it's like, if you get bullied so many times, and it's a place where you're supposed to feel safe because it's your home, and you get bullied so many times, you really learn to create a backbone. You learn to really stand up for yourself. So while I was in that house, it was really giving BGC, it was really giving Bad Girls Club, but I stood up for myself. Story time is story time. I guess my best memories there was that every summer we used to go to like amusement parks, and we used to go like one of those big parks where they have a whole bunch of houses, and that you then stay in the house for like a couple weeks or a month or something, and that you just stay there and then you just leave. And it was always fun because then you really had a moment to bond with each other. But that was like only there because, girl, you're in the middle of nowhere with just these kids that you know kindly is not a word, that you live, you're in this house with a whole bunch of kids that you kind of know but you don't know. So basically you're stuck there, so you really have to talk to them. You have to talk to them. So basically I talked with them, and then that was the only like really bonding moment. But it wasn't really something, because when we went back to the group home, it was like, yeah, everybody does their own thing again, and we just part ways because, you know, you have friends outside and you have friends there and you have just your own life. So basically when you're stuck in the little adventure park, let's just call it adventure park because bitch, I don't know the name. When you're stuck in the adventure park, you have to be with them and you have to talk with them because bitch, there's nothing else to do. We used to go to museums and a whole bunch of other things. So it was kind of just giving fun times in the summer, even to the swimming pool, so to the museum, to the swimming pool, just a whole bunch of stuff to be active. My worst experience, and that was also my boiling point in the moment that I said like I'm done with this, was the moment when this guy tried me. You guys need to understand, these kids that went there also were coping with a whole bunch of issues. So they used to use drugs, or they used to drink, or they used to cut themselves. It was a whole bunch of different situations happening in this house. And I understand like people coping with different, people having different issues and different struggles, but coping in that type of manner is just not the way. I'm gonna be honest, yes, when I was in that house, I used to smoke a lot. Like, I used to smoke a few joints, well, it's giving 12, it's not a few, which says 12. I used to smoke 12 joints a day, yes, that was me. But now I keep away from drugs because it's just not for me. It doesn't feel good. It's not that I don't want to be portrayed as that person that does that. And it was just not okay. Like, I really learned from this situation. But back to the story time, because I always keep talking when I'm supposed to be talking about one thing. My worst experience there. So basically, we're gonna give this guy a name, because for my next story time, I'm gonna, it's so spicy. But I need to give people the name that I have. Get it quick. So we're gonna call him Trey. We're gonna call him Trey. So Trey was this buff dude, very annoying, always had something to say. This really irritates my spirit, talking about this, because I'm like, really doof. But Trey was annoying. Trey was a buff guy. He had speech problems. He didn't know how to talk. He didn't go to work. He didn't go to school. He was very much a bummer. So he was really giving bum energy because he wasn't really doing anything in his life. And he liked to annoy other people and annoy me because I was the fruity one and he thought he could have tried me. But like, you can't try me. You can't try me. You cannot try me. So basically, one day, I think I came from a friend's house, and then I went home. But I was a little bit tipsy because when I'm with my friends, I'll be drinking, having a whole party. But basically, I went home to the group home, and I took a shower. I put my music on. You know when you be vibing in the shower, like. You be vibing in the shower and having a whole vibe, having a whole choreography in the shower, a whole little show. You be having a whole little show in the shower. And then while I'm having my little show in the shower, I hear, so I'm confused as So basically, I turned my music off, I turned the shower off, I dropped myself off, I put some clothes on, and I opened the door and I see a whole bunch of glass on the floor. So I'm confused. But while I see the glass on the floor, I see him open and close the door very quickly. if you do it smart and don't be dumb with it. So basically now I know that you threw glass on my door or threw a cup or something that there's glass on the floor. So that was already irritating. So basically I went downstairs to the supervisor. I had a cool conversation. I'm like, this boy is trying me. He's been trying me. He's calling me the F word. He's just being very annoying, and now this is the last point for me that he's throwing glass in front of the shower when I get out the shower. I'm not trying to stand in glass. I'm not trying to my feet. So the supervisor comes up with me, and basically we go upstairs. She knocks on the door. She's like, why did you throw glass? He was like, yeah, because I don't like him. Because you don't like me? That's what we're doing now? Because you don't like a person, you throw glass? You're trying to harm somebody's life? What are you doing? What are you doing? So basically I was like, you're trying to fight? Let's just fight. Because this is not going anywhere. Mind you, this guy was buff. He was buff. He was like this. And my skinny ass was not. Woo! Technical difficulties. Basically, I was like, square up. If you're just trying to fight, we're gonna fight. So I was like, having my arms like this. If he was trying to fight me, that I could like, you know, whoop, 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 and yeah, he was also trying to fight me and also squaring up. But because the supervisor was between us, we couldn't really fight. So basically, we were there for like, I guess like 10 to 15 minutes just trying to fight each other, but the supervisor was between us, so nothing really happened. And afterwards, I went to my room, I started packing my stuff, and when I was packing my stuff, I was just realizing, like, I don't want this for myself. Like, everything is going good. I go to school, I have a job, I'm doing everything what I need to do, but my home, my personal life, my house life, the place where I'm living, is not right. It's not good. It's not good for my energy. It's not good for my mentality. So while I'm just doing that, I'm calling my friend. I'm telling her the whole issue, and she was like, "Come here, come here, come here." Basically, I went to my friend's house and I just talked to her, and she like calmed me down and just said like, "If you need to stay here for a few days, then stay here for the few days." Girl, a few days was back to basically a year that I stayed with her. And afterwards, I got my own house with one of my good best friends, or I got my own house with one of my best friends in the Netherlands. And like, I never heard anything from these people again, because it was like, I needed to go to do something better, to really elevate. And I don't know what that guy is doing now, but I know I'm good. And after that, a whole bunch of blessings came my way. No shade, and that's on period. Really, what I learned from being in that house was never change yourself. Always be confident in who you are, and don't let people play in your face, because if you play in somebody's face, a bitch get bop, bop, bop. It showed me that I should be grateful for what I have. It showed me as well as in lots of people have their own struggle and their own things that they're going through, and you should never judge a book by its cover, never judge somebody else's struggle, because we're all going through something. Like, at the end of the day, we're all going through something, or we might not all go through something. Something might be worse and something might be less bad, but at the end of the day, we just don't need to judge each other for anything. Love yourself unconditionally, stay proud, stay motivated, and stay on your goal. Never let the struggles or let the outside world, outside situations get you from your goal. Always stay on your grind, always stay on your goal. And that was really my motivation in that house, was stay on your goal, stay on what you want, and stay on what you believe in. Basically, y'all, woo, woo, woo. That was my video. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys vibed with it. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys felt my love, felt my positivity, and really are okay. I hope you guys just get this video and really understand where I'm coming from, and that it's all positive vibes and all good energy, and that you guys just, I'm just happy. Let me just say this. I'm just happy I talked about this. It was very weird for me to talk about this because I was kind of hesitant to talk about this, but I'm happy that I did. Hopefully I motivate somebody. Hopefully me sharing my story motivates you if you're in the same situation. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, just drop them below and I'll try to answer to you guys. If you guys want to know anything, or if you're going through the same struggle and you really want to talk to me about it and just share your story or a certain issue that's depending on this topic, just contact me and we could talk about it, and I'm all open ears. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it, loved it. I know I did, and I'll see you next time. Savannah's feet.